Hey yogis, I have a quick practice for you. This is designed for a holiday weekend that will be coming up, but really it's good for any time that you are short on time and you just want to get some good breathing and stretching in. You can do this without a mat if you have a carpet or if you're outside underneath the trees. It's really that easy and that adaptable. So if you will, join me on your mat. We're going to start standing, okay? I'll just adjust the camera, make your way to your mat and bring your feet underneath your hips. So about hip distance wide, maybe a little bit wider. And we're just going to go ahead and ground through our feet and find the soles of our feet. Just get a little bit of that connection to earth and feeling that stability. Maybe you haven't checked in with yourself all day, and this is just the first opportunity that you've had to do that. And it just feels so good, right? Taking that big pause, letting all the stressors of the day go, and just connecting with yourself through the energy of your mat and your breath and your presence. So we'll bring the arms up and overhead. And let's go ahead and flip the palms. You want to press them all the way up to the sky. So really energize through the heels of the hands as they press skyward, and then energize through the feet as they press into the earth. So you want to feel that nice long connection that you've got here. And then take a deep breath in, lift out of your hips. And as you exhale, just lean off to the right. Just press those heels away. And then ground through your left foot. Just feel that big stretch starting to happen. We're going to roll that left shoulder towards the floor, and you're going to roll all the way down the right side of your body. And then roll through center. Just feel that. Let your head go. Release. And then take a little turn to the left and press the hands straight and start to rise up as you roll up that left side. Come back to center. Good. Let's do that to the other side. Lift up out of your waist. Press over to the left this time. Pause here. Grounding through your right foot. Lengthening that entire right side. Wow, does that feel good? Now release that right shoulder and roll down your left side all the way, letting it go. Roll through the middle. Just pause here, shake it out. And then turn to the right and roll all the way up, pressing the arms to straight and bringing you back to center. You can do as many of those as you want. They feel really good. Just rolling out the side body and the torso. And we'll stop with that. Release your arms down and just roll the shoulders out. Yes, give them maybe a single and a single. Feels so good. And then a double, both of them rolling back together. Well, let's take some energizing breaths just to get our life force moving. It feels really good to kind of bring the breath in, and it gets rid of all the stale energy. And if you're feeling stuck or you need a boost, if you're doing this in the afternoon, it feels really good. Clears the head, gets that chi going. So we're gonna take a breath in, lifting the arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to take an audible ha sound, bend the knees and swing your arms back, ha, like that. So the inhale comes up, exhale, ha, just sweep the arms back, inhale up, exhale, ha, and just create a rhythm for yourself, ha. You can go as slow, ha, or as fast as you would like, ha, but be really deliberate about that, ha, letting it go, ha, and releasing some energy, ha. Swing that stress, ha, right off your arms. Let's do ha, 2 more, ha, last one, ha, good. Bring yourself up, make a big circle with your arms and just stand and pause, close your eyes, feel that energy, wow, right? You might feel a little bit lightheaded. It's just, getting used to the sensation, ground yourself down. Feeling clearer, right? Feeling that beautiful energy. Beautiful. All right, arms come up and overhead. Let's come back to our forward fold. As you exhale, float the chest down, soften the knees, and let's just pause here. Bring upside down in this inversion. I'm taking a little sway from side to side because it feels really good. Just release your head. You can shake it out, yes or no. And stay grounded in your feet, and if anything, center the weight a little bit more towards your toes and less on your heels. And just let the back chain of the body start to open up here. Hamstrings are tight, like mine are today. You're going to want to have a little bend in your knees, so feel free to keep that. Good. And then you can grab opposite elbows and take a little sway from side to side if you'd like. This feels good and helps to unlock any tension in your low back. You can also sweep the arms back behind you, and this is where I'm going to go here. So try to get the palms to meet and start to straighten the arms. And as you do so, squeeze your shoulder blades together and try to lift your hands up and away from your low back. Big stretch across the front of the chest here. Should feel really good if you've been hanging out over your computer today, as most of us have been. Good, and then we'll just invite one knee to bend and then the other. Just slowly kind of walking in place here, feeling it out, just inviting those hamstrings to soften, getting our knees and our hips to open up a little bit. Good, and then the next time you're bending into your right knee, keep your left leg straight. See if you can drop your right shoulder towards your knee. If you make that connection, turn your torso, your chest, your gaze to the left and draw your arm bones a little bit more to the right. This is a big twist, big stretch. We're working our IT band on the left side, so opening up that hip stabilizer. We're feeling a twist through our torso, and we're getting a big chest and shoulder opener. Lots going on here. Do your best to breathe through it. Good, now slowly come back to center, soften both knees. Let your hands rest on your sacrum. Relax your shoulders, that's a lot. So take whatever kind of modification or release you need to. And then we'll come to the other side. Press the palms together, lift the arms up and away from the sacrum. We're straightening the right leg now and bending the left knee, dropping that left shoulder, and then turning our torso and our gaze to the right. Pull your arms to the left. Big stretch as you roll that right shoulder back. Big stretch into that right IT band. Feel that, your glutes, your hip stabilizer. So good. Now slowly come through center. Relax the hands to the sacrum, relax the shoulders, shake it out. And then one last time, press the palms together, lift the arms, and slowly start to roll yourself up to stand. So ground through your feet and stack your body up, feeling the spine elongate as you grow tall. Pause at the top. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower the knuckles towards the floor and lift your chest. Lift your gaze if you can and find a gentle back bend. Front of the hips, pressing forward, nice and square. Shoulder blades onto the back. Breathe the sternum up towards the sky. And as you exhale, stand tall and release your bind. Good job. Go ahead and shake out your hands. Give the legs and maybe the shoulders a little roll. All right, beautiful. Let's start to work the bigger muscles in our legs. So come to stand. Again, your feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, toes pointing forward. Take your arms straight out in front of you with the palms facing down, palms in line with the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees as if you were sitting back and into a chair for this variation on Untitled chair pose. Now shift your weight into your heels, let your toe tips lift and turn on those big muscles in your legs. You should feel this, yes? Pull your belly button in and up towards your heart. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press into your heels, come to stand, and then push your hands down and back nice and slow, as if you're moving through mud. Inhale, let's rebend. Arms extend forward. Weight into the heels. Exhale, engage your legs, give them a good squeeze, glute squeeze as you come to stand, pressing the arms down and back. Good, again, inhale, lower down, squatting, feeling this, yes. Exhale with strength, push into your feet and rise. Good, last time, inhale, we'll come on down. We're gonna hold here, relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's see if we can lift onto our toes. Bringing our heels up, finding a state of balance, appreciating all the little wobbles that the body needs to make, adjusting to staying in place. Good, lower the heels, inhale, rise, and exhale, lower the hands. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and stretch those quads out that just did such a fine job for us. You can use a wall if you need it for support. If you're outside, find a tree, a fence, a chair, wherever you are. And we're gonna reach for our right foot with our right hand. Gently start to draw your right heel towards your sit bone, stretching out the front of our hip and our quad. If you can, bring both hands to reach for that back foot and enjoy the additional stretch in front of your chest, just like what we were doing before. If you're balancing, really ground through your left foot and then stabilize with your core. Find a focal point that always helps when we're balancing and breathe into it. Whatever your version looks like, doesn't have to look like mine, just do you and give it everything, your intention, your breath, opening up your body. Good, now we'll gently release and you're gonna step that right foot back behind you. You're gonna land on your toes. Coming into a lunge here, we're bending into the front knee and our right heel is lifted and positioned over our toes, ankle over the toes. Widen your stance as much as you need to so that you feel comfortable and take your hands to your hips to square them off. Once you feel like you're in balance and you've got your shoulders stacked over your hips, draw your arms overhead, palms facing one another, pinkies turn slightly in. We're going to inhale to bend that back knee, let it hover over the mat. As you exhale, start to straighten and just press that heel away. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Inhale to bend, softening the knee towards the floor. Exhale to press it away to lengthen. Big stretch in that right hip flexor. Good, again. Inhale, let's bend, hover. And exhale to press the heel away. Good, now find your right wrist with your left hand. Take a breath in as you stretch it up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you're gonna lean off and over to the left. So going a little bit deeper into your psoas, feeling that stretch. Keep pressing your heel away from you. Good, rise up. And now open up to warrior two. So you're gonna pivot to the long side of your mat and adjust your stance so that your front heel lines up with the arch of your back foot. You're gonna bend into that front knee and you're gonna turn on that back leg by actively pressing through the back edge of your foot. Extend your arms out, nice and straight from your shoulders, and make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Let's turn the palms down and reach out through the fingertips, get nice and active here. Beautiful. Quiet active, right? Lots of energy, but subtle. Good, now inhale, we'll straighten the front leg and sweep that left arm up and back, reaching into reverse Trikonasana pose. Ground through your left big toe. Feel the energy rising up your leg. Reaches out through the left fingertips. Should feel really good on that left side. And then come on up, keep the legs straight, arms to a T. Kick that front hip back, tilt the pelvis, and reach out long through your front fingers. Once you stretch your torso way out over your thigh, release the hand down. Take the back of the hand to the calf and reach your right arm up. Try to stack your shoulders here and lean back just a little bit more. Round evenly through both legs, just like you're creating the base of a triangle. Everything is stable here. Good. Take your gaze up if you can. Take a half bind if you wish, wrapping that right arm back behind you, rolling that right shoulder open. Good. And then release by coming all the way up. Beautiful. Turn both toes out and both heels in and draw your arms overhead. Breathe in here. As you exhale, we're going to bend the knees and drop the tailbone down. Position those ankles and the knees in alignment, knees over ankles. Stretch out through your fingertips. Just breathe. Nice stretch into the hips here. Beautiful. Good. Rise all the way up and bring your hands to your hips and we'll step the feet together. Switching now to the other side. Right leg is the standing leg. You're going to reach for your left foot with your left hand and find your quad stretch. Again, if you need support, find a wall. If you're outside, find a tree, find a friend. Anything that works for you here. This is a different side, so it may feel really different too. Just appreciate that and work with what you've got going on. Find some steadiness through your right standing leg. Find your core, find your focal point. That is very helpful when we're balancing. And if you've got both hands on the foot, enjoy that opening of the chest as well. Good. Take one more breath in. And as you release, let's find our lunge. So left toes find the floor, left heel is lifted. We're going to bend into our right knee. Take your hands to your hips if you need to, just to square yourself off. And once you feel grounded, bring your arms up and overhead. Turn those pinkies in. Relax the inner shoulders down. As you breathe in, let's bend that back knee, hover it right over the mat. Exhale, press through the heel and find straight. Good. Inhale to bend. And exhale to straighten. Deep stretch into that left hip flexor. One more time. Inhale as we bend. And exhale, staying kind of low. Press that heel away. Beautiful. Now reach for your left wrist with your right hand. Breathe in as you reach up. Breathe out as you reach over, leaning towards the right. Keep pressing through your left heel, finding some additional stretch into your psoas muscle. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Come on up and open up to warrior two. So again, we find the long side of the mat. Reposition your legs as you need to. Find that arch to heel alignment. And bend deep enough into your front knee so that it stacks over your ankle. You want that knee to be tracking your middle toe. So just take a peek and make sure that that's happening. Your spine is long. Your shoulders are over your hips. Press through your feet. Press through your legs. Engage this back leg nice and strong. Good. Inhale now, straighten the front leg and reach it back for reverse Trikonasana. Stay for a couple of breaths as you appreciate lengthening this right side. Find that connection through your right big toe and find the release through your right fingertips. Good. Rise up, arms to straight, legs straight. Reach out, kicking the hips back, tilting the pelvis. Release that right arm towards the right calf as the left arm comes up. Roll the right ribs underneath you. Roll the left shoulder back. Take your gaze up. Maybe you can look at your left thumb. Lean back a little bit more. Beautiful Trikonasana pose. Breathing in and breathing out. A little half bind if that serves you on this side. Rolling the left shoulder back a little bit more. Beautiful. To come on up, release the arm. Press into your legs. Arms to a T. Good. Now this time both toes are going to turn in and the heels are going to pivot out. Take your hands to your hips. Grow long. And on the exhale, you're going to hinge forward from those hips with a flat back. Taking it all the way down into your wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana.
Bend your knees as much as you need to here if the hamstrings are still super tight. No worries there. Let the pose work for you, right? Modify as you need to. Let's add a little twist. So walk the hands forward and place that left hand underneath your face, right center there. And then from your belly button, let's start to turn the chest, the ribs to the right as we lift the right arm up. Feeling that nice rotation. Try to square your hips as much as you can, rotating through the spine. If you'd like to maybe drop into that left knee, go ahead and bend it just to go a little bit deeper here. You'll feel it. Good. Gently rise up. Bring the right hand down to replace it. Turning from our core. Keep the hips level as much as possible, pelvis neutral, and then just rotate the chest open to the left. Left arm lifts. Take a breath in. If you'd like, as you breathe out, bend into that right knee. Deepening this pose. Feel that. And then rise up and release. Let's walk the hands between our legs towards the back of your mat and just release. Let everything go. Shake it out. Inversions are so super duper for clearing out our heads, letting everything release. Good. Now bring your hands to your hips. On the in-breath, press through your feet, come up halfway, nice long spine. And then press into the legs and rise all the way up. Beautiful. Step your feet in together. Let's bring our hands to meet in front of our heart. Close your eyes, pause. Take a moment in gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up, right? Even if it's a quickie, you've been here, you've done it, you've been on the mat, you've spent some time with your breath, you've connected with your higher self, you've let something go, you've made some space, and you'll walk away a brighter, shinier, happy person for it. Good. Let's bring our thumbs to our third eye center, bow to one another. Namaste, my yogis. Thank you so much for showing up. If you know someone who has served our country, give them a hug, give them a shout out, thank them, right? Send them your love, because of them, we have our freedoms. So thank you so much. I hope to see you guys again. Like, thumbs up, share, and namaste, yogis. Find your sunshine.